Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to Kaluga Region here in the far reaches of Moscow. I'm actually about 2.5 hours from Moscow by car, and I've got a very special guest with me. Have a look who's here. It's Yuri.
Hi everybody.
And of course you know Yuri from a couple of the different micro apartment videos. Now today you want to show everybody a Russian holiday village. Year-round holiday village. Now of course today is beautiful blue sky weather and we're going to go for a tour. Now what's the name of the place?
The name of the place, все свои on the Russian language, and in English.
Come on.
Come on.
We need to play that music where you're... Now, actually, Yuri, myself, and my wife is also here.
Yeah.
And we're all racking our brain how to translate it into English.
Yes.
However, I think the best thing I can say is this place is for you. Or this place is for everybody.
For everyone. Everybody.
For everybody. And I think once you see where we're going to go for a walk around, you'll understand that essentially the whole place can be yours, or yours if you're going to book and come and stay here. So let's go check it out together, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Of course, what I'll do is I'll put the information in the description of where we are and the map location. We're actually 70 kilometers from Kaluga train station. So we're actually in Kaluga region, and we're in a small little village with a lot of fields and a lot of very nice, quiet parts of the region. And now the sun is going down, so you can see that just there. And just a little point here, so the village starts right about here where we are, and they've got a children's playground that's just over there. There's actually a little bit of Soviet playground equipment, and then there's a modern, brand new basketball court and a little mini gym there as well. However, where we want to go is right here. Now we're going to see more of that in just a second. Following Yuri inside, there's quite a few interesting things that we're going to point out, and we're going to go for a little tour of one of the chalets. Now there is a few different options for staying here. Now the one thing that Yuri mentioned just now as we were walking in is when this property was originally purchased, there was a lot of rolling hills and a lot of uneven land, and they've actually cleared all of the land and they've put some nice grass down. We're going to see one of the really nice parts of it down the back of the property very soon. So the first thing, Yuri, right here is a future part of this territory.
The future, this is first our build.
Yes.
This is.
Yeah? Right, yeah, so this is the first part of...
Yeah, this is built for service room,
right,
for laundry on the first floor.
Yep.
And on the second floor we have 6 rooms with bathroom and kitchens.
Right, so there's... So at some point, well, very soon, this part will actually be finished, and it's actually under construction now. Yeah. The main part that we're staying in and where we want to show you is in the back of the land. But this is the next phase, or the future phase of construction. So upstairs there's little mini micro apartments, or essentially hotel rooms. Or self-contained like hotel rooms is the main thing. And then the lower level, as Yuri pointed out, is where all of the different service rooms are. There is actually a property manager who's living on site.
And laundry territory.
Right, yeah, so you can do laundry here, and the site manager for the whole place has the different equipment downstairs. Now we're in the afternoon here. Beautiful setting sun. We'll try and get in the other direction. And so plenty of place for parking as well. So as many people that can come here, you can probably park, I think, about 30 cars here. There is just a few of us here at the moment. Beautiful fields off in the distance. We'll also talk about that coming up as well. And this is what we want to see. And I think this is what everybody wants to see as well. There is actually other guests staying here while I'm staying here, and Yuri's staying here at the moment. And they've actually brought their off-road bikes. There is a lot of land where you can go riding bikes. The couple of guys who came along brought all of the equipment with them, and they literally just go off riding. Now, when you come to stay here, you can do as much as you like, or as little as you like. Right? So there's no real rule how energetic you are. However, there's a lot of options of things you can do. Yuri and I, we don't do any scripting of our videos. And I keep wanting Yuri to answer the questions.
And we'll go for a walk to the land.
And I'm actually basically saying about everything that we're seeing, and you're going to see that in a minute. And Yuri, I think it's like the cat got his tongue for a few minutes. So no worries at all. So there is actually a few other guests that are staying here, and a couple of them are actually Yuri's best friends and work colleagues, and I think lifelong friends as well.
Yeah, and in the evening we're going to swim. Yes,
and we're going to show, you might have seen it on the picture from the beginning, there is a pond here, or a swimming pool essentially. And so the main thing that everybody wants and what everybody loves about this place are these chalets right behind you.
Yes, this chalets, it's like a model construction, A-frame form.
Yes, A-frame.
A-frame.
Right.
35 square meters inside, with bathroom, with kitchen, and with four
beds, right? So two beds.
Two beds
for two couples, which would be four people. So actually, maybe parents with some kids or two couples. Right. We'll show you around inside in a minute. However, you'll see here, and as Yuri and I are walking around, there is 6 of them here on this left-hand side, and they're all identical, numbered 1 to 6. Now, this setting sun, hopefully, is going to cooperate with us. There's this nice walkway here, and then as we walk around we're going to see people just hanging out, because that's what everybody does that come to stay here. There's no rules about what you do, so you can do as much as you like or as little as you like.
Yeah, all people who rent our houses a lot of time do not inside house.
Right. Correct, yeah, just for sleeping, right?
Yes,
or just for the
sleeping,
shower and bathroom.
Breakfast, that's all.
Yeah, and most people are sitting outside on
to the art park.
Right,
Nikola-Lenivets.
We're going to be going there, I think, very soon as well. Oh, sorry. Now again, Yuri should be informed ahead of time of what the plan is. Now, what we'll do is, we'll walk down to the back and show you the pond or swimming pool. And you'll see there is also barbecues basically spread out over this middle area here with the grass. There is a family right there enjoying dinner. And we're going to talk about the other future cabins or chalets on the other side as well. Yuri, I just noticed that there's some SUPs or stand-up paddle boards.
Yeah.
And
because near here, after maybe 200 meters, river Ugra.
Right, so you can take them down to the river.
Yeah.
Or we
Yes.
can use them in the pond at the back here. I think a lot of people use them here as practice, I think.
Practice,
because,
go to balance.
Yeah, to learn before you go on the river.
Yeah.
And it's a very beautiful spot, this down the back here. Now, actually, the room that my wife and I are staying in are the last one, number 6.
Yeah.
But they're all absolutely identical. And how quiet is it, by the way?
Quiet?
Yeah, no noise, just a few birds tweeting.
Yeah. No wind.
Right, also, yeah, very calm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Now, I wanted to test Yuri here with a question about how many liters of water are in the pond, and the answer is
A lot.
a lot. So this is actually a man-made pond, and it's completely fresh water. It's filtered. It's as clear as you absolutely like, and there is fish in here as well, right?
Yeah, 7 or 5 fish.
5 or 7.
5 or 7 fish here.
Now, it's not for fishing.
Not for fishing,
No,
no.
it's just for ornamental look.
Yes.
And then there's this jetty here that you can jump off, and it's 3 meters deep,
Yeah,
the actual pond, and it's actually very warm. It was
24.
24 Celsius, and because it's filtered and things like that, it keeps the water very, very clean. It's absolutely pristine, this water, and it's really not that deep that you can just jump in and have a swim. And pretty much today and yesterday,
Yeah.
we've been going in there quite a few times, and it's got this actual beach area here. So when you come to get out, you literally walk up a sloped gravel surface, and then you've got a nice pallet recycled table and chairs right here. And have a look
Next
at the... Yeah, so let's talk about this new area coming very soon. So Yuri, now there is some more future plans. I think maybe this is next before the rooms at the front. Now what's coming here right behind us?
In next year, we build here banya, sauna.
Right, yeah. So,
Maybe 1, maybe 2.
oh, okay.
Because we have
6 rooms.
6 rooms, 6 houses, and 6 houses.
Future
Future.
houses, right. So
And,
ideally if there is full capacity, that would be 12 or 24, and then maybe 12 or 24 again.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice big banya. Now banya is very classic and very famous in Russia.
Yeah.
Or a sauna or steam room, depending on how you word it. And this whole space here will literally be
Yes.
an on-site banya.
And after banya, go to swim.
Right, so yeah, when you come out of the steam and the hot room, the idea is to jump straight in the pool, and it's basically a hot and cold thing, right? Now I've done it
Very
a few
cool.
times. I don't do it enough, but I think Yuri loves going to the banya.
Yes, I love banya. it's a very amazing place. And this place for volleyball and basketball territory.
Right, so on this other side over here, the future
Future.
is going to be a volleyball court. I think like a sand kind of one, like a beach sand volleyball.
Oh, maybe.
Okay,
maybe,
yeah, that's what I thought. So,
Maybe. Sand volleyball.
and then basketball. Again, it's all about how energetic you want to be. I think after really just going for a swim in the pond, that's more than enough, I think, personally. But if you want to play basketball or shoot some hoops, the idea with this whole place is perhaps you might not come as one couple. You might come and rent all 6 rooms and bring enough people for the whole territory. And then that's really the name of the place.
Yeah.
This place is for you, or this place is yours. And then if you do come maybe as a work retreat, or maybe yoga retreat,
okay.
or again, you and I just saying things which is completely what this would be logical for, that you'd come here as all your own friends, or if you came here maybe just like my wife and I, naturally you're going to meet the people who are staying next door, and I think you'll become friends without worrying too much. Let's walk over and talk about these new chalets here on the left-hand side. I think at the moment these new chalets behind are a little bit of a secret, unless you actually come here and see them physically. Now, very quickly, Yuri, let us know about these new places.
This is 6 houses, kit house with mezzanine, and inside 24 square meters only.
Whoa, okay. This is big for you, Yuri.
For me it's very big, because my record in the Moscow 9 square meters.
Yeah.
Yes, I have 6 square meters studios because in the micro apartment don't have kitchen.
Right.
And 24 square meters and mezzanine.
Right, so the downstairs area would have like a sofa, TV, small kitchen, bathroom. And then there'll be some steps to the upstairs where those upper windows are. And a nice bed up there, some plugs to plug your devices in. And this will be the future of this territory.
Next year we start to rent here.
Okay, so yeah, these are all in steps for finishing.
Yeah.
But I think the banya.
And the banya too.
Right. So for the walk around of the room, I'm going to leave Yuri outside for a minute. My wife is here and a few friends and a few people that are staying here as well. And where we want to go is actually the room where Zhenya and I are staying. So this is actually 35 square meters. Now, generally when I book somewhere to stay, I'm not critical about how big the actual place is. But in Russia, it seems to be a big point to note about the size of the place. But for me, I only just need to know, is there a shower, is there a bed, and things like that. So let's walk on inside and have a good look around. I just had to switch the lights on, but it was really okay with them off, but just for the sake of the video. So the actual chalet or room here is completely catered, which means everything that you see is included and it can be completely self-contained. So as long as you just bring your food and your own clothes, you don't need to bring anything else. There is actually a fan right there. There's a place for your hats and jackets. There is a TV. Now, in the 2 days we've been here, we've not switched it on. It's not even plugged in. However, it's here. There's a table. So there is actually a fully contained kitchen. Now, of course, this is exactly how we've had the place. So excuse that it's a little bit messy. There's a fridge. There is actually all of the pots and pans if you want to do your own cooking. It has all of the things, literally everything is thought of in here. I don't think I've even opened all of the drawers. And okay, this is the bin. However, all of the things for any kind of cooking can be done in here. There is glasses. Of course, we're in Russia. There has to be some shot glasses as part of the room. There is also tea and coffee, microwave, and there's a hot plate. So very nice, fully contained room or chalet. Now the actual sofa here can pull out to a second bed, as we talked about earlier. Otherwise it's a nice comfy sofa to relax on. The bathroom right here, and very standard kind of features. You've got sink, there's actually a heated towel rail right there, the toilet, and then the shower. And this is a nice fully tiled shower. A lot of places where you might go to in Moscow region, they're a lot simpler than what this place looks like. And this is a fully functioning bathroom. I love these light switches, by the way. On these chalet type homes, they do all of this external wiring because it's a thing and a look. And I think it really suits this place. Now, the one thing that you might think or worry about is when you're in here, can people see in from outside? Now, there is actually full window tinting on these windows. So you don't actually have any view from outside looking back inside. So it's really nice. For the sake of the video, I thought I'd just climb up here to this mezzanine, and then there's a mattress and all of the bed sheets. There is also plugs and lights up here. So if you are coming up to retire for the night, you can plug in your device if you need to. And then the bamboo bed sheets. How nice is that? And then actually, Zhenya just came in and out of the room from downstairs right there. And very, very nice. Coming back on outside, there is a couple of options for you now watching the video. So if you've noticed that the video at this point is quite short, and the ending of the video is a little bit further down the track. Now, where we actually are here in Kaluga region, there is a very famous art park. Now, actually, it starts at the end of the territory here, and it goes off way into the distance. Now, if you want to end the video here, you can click away. However, if you want to see Yuri and I and our group of friends go to see some of the art objects at the park, stay with us, and we're going to jump in the car and head over there right now. We're going to head on off to the park. And actually, what's the name of the park?
Nikola-Lenivets.
Lenivets. Now, this is a very famous park in this region of Russia.
It's a very famous park. It's a very big park in Europe.
Now, the biggest art park in Europe. Right, this is, and we're literally going to walk to the car, which is where we walked in, and we're going to head on over there. So if you want to stick around and see some art objects, stay with us and keep watching. So we've jumped in the car now to head off to Nikola-Lenivets Park, and it's really not that far away from the accommodation and where I'm staying. So we're going to go there now and walk around and actually drive around some of it as well, because it's such a big place. And I hope you enjoy this little part showing some of these different art objects. So keep an open mind and see if you can figure out some of the things that we're going to be seeing. We made it to the park and the main entrance, and I think we'll go for a walk around and have a look at some of the different art installations and just enjoy this beautiful day here. Blue skies. What more can you ask for? The actual territory where we are here is a huge forest essentially, and then different art installations set up all around. And you can actually almost drive your car to some of the different locations. We're going to do a bit of a walking tour of the area where we are now. And then depending on what time of year you come, particularly in summer, there's a lot of activities that you can do here. The closest thing I can explain about this place when they've got festivals going on is the Burning Man festival in America. And they actually had one of the events here about 5 days ago, where about 30,000 people come to this whole territory, and people are camping and different ways of staying overnight. And then they've got music and concerts going on. And we've come a few days later, and it's very quiet and very peaceful. For this walk around that we're going to do, there's actually 10 of us in total, and we've decided to all come and have a look at some of these different art displays that are here year-round and try to figure out what they are and what they mean. At the moment we're just having a quick drink break. It's really very hard to get a perspective of how big this place is walking around. There's a very big pond right here, and then all over as you walk there's different art installations. And this one right here is the actual football goals. You can see the 2 feet with the ball in between, and then at the other end there's 2 more. Here is our group walking around. You can see off in the distance these fields and then the forest, and then when they do have the festivals here, this place would be absolutely crowded with people. There's another sculpture, I think that's what I'm going to call them, the Firebird. And this is actually by the main architect of this park, who designed a lot of the bigger sculptures. All of the different things as you walk around do actually have signs and talk about what they are, but you do have to use your imagination a little and try to figure out, perhaps it has got a second meaning. As we're walking around, there is actually quite a few different places that you can rent and stay the night or a few nights. And there's this one right here in the woods. That's this big metal cylinder, which looks very interesting. There's one more accommodation. There is actually quite a lot of them on this property. And this one is actually, as my friend said, it's a very Soviet typical design. Now, it's actually 2 levels, so I think there's like a living area downstairs and then bedroom upstairs. However, it's actually the Soviet concrete panels that you see all over Russia that they use as fences and as panels that they put around industrial businesses and commercial businesses, but really back in the Soviet times. And then they've actually put these panels together here and built temporary accommodation, and you can actually rent this by the night. So it's actually accommodation and a piece of art at the same time. It turns out that quite a lot of the accommodation on this property are all essentially designed by different artists who have come up with different ideas and looks. And although they look a little bit shabby chic, they're actually very nice accommodation inside. And it's made up of panels and metal and pieces of material that was found in the local area, and it's been upcycled into this 2-level accommodation. And we can see a few of our group here just relaxing and enjoying the breeze. It's been a very warm day today, so this sea breeze, now I'm in Russia, it's not a sea breeze, it's an afternoon breeze, is very nice. We decided to jump in the cars and go for a bit more of a ride around. So I'm not sure what we'll see more or less of. However, I tend to film everything in order as we do it. And this is called Colosseum of the Dream. And you can see the palm trees up the top. Now each level, if you can see it from here, is different recycled materials. So there's actually beer bottles, there's plastic, there's some wood, there's bricks. And then at the bottom, there's actually bones from cows, which is a little bit interesting. You can just see it in the earth here on the bottom, kind of hidden in with the earth. And how these couple of palm trees stay green up there, they must have some watering system, I'm not sure. And basically where we've got in the car here, there's just these huge fields that they've got individual one-off art objects like this. And it's just such a big place. You can walk around, but sometimes it's easier just to get in one of the cars and drive here. All over the park there's different objects and different art installations from the founder of this park. This one is called Ivory Gates. And for me, it looks like Jenga, where he put all of the pieces and then he pulled a few out. It's actually a really big structure. I mean, to actually build this on your own is really something. Out in the middle of this field, there's a thing called a rotunda. And I think it's a circular building, but it has lots of doors, or lots of old doors anyway. And you can go in one and out one, of course. And it's very interesting. Zhenya and I are trying to decipher the background or the meaning of these things, because of course they create a lot of interest. I think any art object does, but it's just to understand why and how the artist came up with this circular building and all the different doors. I'm fairly sure we might have reached the last object in the park, and we are all trying to figure out and explain to each other what we think this is. It really is very huge, and somebody said it looks like saxophones, somebody said it looks like elephant trunks. So if you can let me know what you think. Even my wife said, Russell, it's art. You can think whatever you like and describe it however you like. So I guess I'll have to leave it at that. So all of us have spent the last 5 or 10 minutes debating what we think this object is. And there isn't actually a sign here, or we've definitely walked past it with the name of the object. And it's just got many different things, different meanings, different looks. So you can decipher what it is. Or maybe you've been here before and you've been to this particular object. because this is the original one in the park. Let me know in the comments. I secretly think this park is set up by the government to encourage everyone to get out and walk and burn off some calories, get in the fresh air. Because the way they've spaced everything out in this whole place, you do a good amount of steps in one day. And even to get back to the car, it's a fair walk. Right, so we just got back from the park and we've actually had a really nice day. And I really want to ask Yuri a couple more questions about the future plans of this place and a couple of things that are coming very soon also. Now there is a couple of things that are also available if you stay here, and they are, now hopefully you'll know the answer to this, Yuri, is you can actually arrange massages.
Yes, we have the massage here and banya.
And okay, when the banya is done, so massage and
sport gym, mini gym.
Right, yeah, so that's the other thing that's going to be coming very soon. And then I'm trying to think of the other things that, okay, so the stand-up paddle boards, of course they're available as well. Now what I'm going to do is, now I hope if you're sticking around and you've enjoyed the walk around of the park, what did you think of Nikola-Lenivets Park?
Oh, I love Nikola-Lenivets, and every day when I come to our houses, we go for a walk to Nikola-Lenivets, because every year in the park new objects.
Right, yeah, so
it's very interesting.
It really it changes every year with a little bit of extra things that are added and some little bit of remodeling and improvements.
And in Nikola-Lenivets, one restaurant, one cafe.
Right, so yeah, you can actually stay a few hours there, you can stay the whole day, and then literally the drive back from there just now was maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes from the last object that we saw to getting here. It's
3 minutes.
Oh right, 3 minutes.
Last subject, it's near here.
Actually we could have walked back in about 40 minutes, probably through the field over there. So what I'll be doing is I'll put the link in the description to this place, and there is also a WhatsApp number that you can message, and there's a Telegram group, so if you do want to get in contact with the site manager here or whoever it is that you would book through, and you can ask questions. Now the one thing that I think, now my wife already wants to stay a few more days, is you can come as a couple, or you can come and book all 6 rooms, and literally it can be a closed territory for just you and your friends. And another suggestion would be to bring yoga mats, and you can do yoga here. They've actually got speakers, so if you want to put some music on or have a party, whatever you like. Of course there's barbecues, so if you want to do shashlik, you can do that. So there is a lot of options for you to do as much as you like or as little as you like. And Yuri and I pointed out quite a few things. Now I know this video is long, however, going to the park I think was kind of important because it is so famous for this area of Kaluga where we are, and a lot of people come to this region. They have festivals here a few times a year which attract thousands of people to this area. So even booking this place and being so close to it would be an option as well. I love these future chalets right here, and of course where we're staying. The one thing I do love is this is not the dacha style places. So you've got the full functioning bathroom, full kitchen, you've got the pond to go swimming in. It's actually beautiful. I'm going to have a swim right after this video is finished because I've had a bit of a long day and I need to cool off a little. Imagine here in summer you can have a swim in a pond, and there's no need for a traditional swimming pool. So I really hope you've enjoyed the video to this point. Really hope you've enjoyed the video and you've enjoyed seeing Yuri on a new video, and I really want to thank him for being part of the video and being so welcoming and so amazing for us able to come here, because it's been a beautiful 2 days, really and truly. My wife doesn't want to leave. Of course we need to go back to the big smoke back to Moscow, it really doesn't feel like you're in Moscow here. You really are in a small village. There's a village shop only a few minutes walk from here as well. So if you don't bring all the things with you, you can walk to 2 shops and buy things. So that's very easy. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you've made it to the end of the video, let me know that you're a pond lover or you're a pond fan. And if I see the word pond in the comments, I know you've watched it through to the end, and that'll be super nice. And let me know what you think. Is it somewhere you'd want to stay if you were here in Russia? Now, there's of course a lot of options of places you can come and spend a few days. Now, I think for my wife and I, we'd be happy here 3 or 4 or 5 days and literally just stay here and chill and relax and just sit on that chair right out the front, watch the sunsets, have something to eat, and that's about it. I don't even need to switch the TV on. If you want to follow me on Telegram, my link is right here. Of course, every link for this place will be in the description. And then if you want to see another video, something you haven't seen on the channel, watch this video right now, and you can keep traveling with Russell. Thanks, everybody. Bye.